You are listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Let me get the buckle up here. Had to buy a couple of clamps at Home Depot. A little weird in there. Shawnee does need to be healed. I can't tell if it's real or demons. Real deep state type of thing. Bernie was as a made man in that criminal enterprise. Remember, there are conservative deep staters. That's how Republicans get out of things, by attacking everybody else as if they're it. And some are, but they're it also. I mean, it's great for business. Attack the other criminal enterprises, put them in jail, and you're the last one standing, right? That's their theory. Like it's legal somehow or right somehow. And then they walk around as Christians. But of course, Democrats are part of it also. She may be affected by it also. So it could be demonic. The woman that was helping me was saying the weird stuff. And again, it's part of everyday language. So some people use it innocently, and I've brought that up since the beginning. But when I said, great, thank you, and I upped her, she just had this weird look on her face. So either she hates the fact that I'm great because they told her to do something to me, and I upped her. Or she's just freaked out of it, or freaked out about it for some reason. Not necessarily out of it. I wouldn't, go that far. This is really happening. And again, it takes some years to manipulate people in that manner. And a lot of people are drugged. I do notice that there's some background noise in here, so I'm not sure where that is. I'm going to take a look at this apartment complex here. Most likely all carpet. Looks nice and clean. So what you need to do is heal suicide. They're moving thoughts that they know will cause suicide because they've caused it before. Now remember, a lot of these people are law enforcement and intelligence. They go, well, they're all criminals. So again, it's that nutbag type of thing. One of the things they do is get into the mind. They isolate their victim, get into the mind, and if they can't kill them just by being evil, they'll appear to be that friend that's closer than a brother, but of course, they're devils. So they'll befriend the person and they'll wire deeper into their mind. That's why they use a lot of women, because guys will open up inside to women faster than they will men, and vice versa. And then once they have that connection, the disabled veteran or the combat veteran that's not disabled yet can't repel them as easy. Some are absolutely asleep, as I was. Don't worry, they'll get their big jobs eventually, and that will make it all right, and then they'll get to church. And so what's going on now also is they're asking forgiveness. And I try to explain to them, well, I can't forgive you. God has to. That's the first part of this. Secondly, I know for a fact that you would do it all over again if you weren't sitting in the house you have, in the money you have, in the life you have. So God can't forgive you because you really don't care. Now, there's people that, let's say they're a porn star, and they never ever moved that type of thing, the deep state type of thing, the devil possession type of thing. In fact, they were possessed to live a porn star life. They don't have to worry. They've never begun to live their life, and thank God that they actually have something and weren't caused to be disabled. And if, in fact, they were probably psychologically just able to put themselves out there that way. And this person might be missing exploited children. The other one, it's not going to be forgiven. FBI, local police, Donald Trump charity man, that type of thing. So the problem with their forgiveness is you're okay with saying, oh, I don't do it anymore, I'm not into it, but yet there's another 50 people that picked up after that person. But that's how they made their money. So quite possibly that's an answer. Like I said, I answer Jesus' stuff sometimes. Don't even realize it. Or other people that have questions. But that could be why he told the man to sell everything. Because he gained it through ill-gotten gain, through doing people dirty. So if he sells everything, then he'll be forgiven because it's evil. Now, can that happen for you? I don't know. Again, you got to ask God. That's I would say that one's above my pay grade. I'm only the highest angel, which means nothing to the highest angel. That's how you become it. Wait. It keeps trying to get me to go down that road, and that road. I don't know what to do, God. It might be calling some healing down that road. So again, there's two things at play there. Something, I'm not conflicted. Again, they'll say I'm not conflicted. You're cursing something while pushing something else, or something's pulling me to heal them, and you're blocking. So there's a lot going on as far as why a seer, especially a seer that's a big healer, would be conflicted. A lot of the terminology Christians use is wrong. And I was in law enforcement, and I speak about, law enforcement efforts and all of that. People being convicted of their sin. It just, even if the Bible says something and you get it from the Bible, you have to be careful what you're saying, because what we're trying to do is to put people at ease and have them accept God. Oh, there's the Hindu temple. You are no God, are you? Sometimes God will put a voice in me that's like one of their crazy voices, but it's like a God or something. So again, it's fun to be free to understand that God is God, and the scriptures tell you that. Now, one of the things that Jesus spoke about, which is something he could have spoke about 365 days out of a year, and we just don't have it. But the fact is that there are others of another fold. So immediately people will say, well, that's Hindu. That's not Jesus. They're not getting anywhere. We don't know that. Jesus has people that he has from whatever work he's done upon the earth or in the spirit world. A cuff. We call the police. I don't know. This is kind of weird. This road here, this Acuff Road over in Shawnee. There's the RAR again. I have to look that one up. I think it's a type of file. Again, you can be using that against a specific criminal, but it turns out that you are using it against people that aren't criminals. And a lot of people realize. They just put them in that. Okay, so if I'm looking at license plates all day, for whatever reason, they force it into my face, whatever. And they do things with numbers online and all this to try to get the person's mind to hyper-focus on it. But let's say I'm looking at that. If while I'm looking at that, you're paying me money to do some other police officer dirty, or some other agent dirty, or another intelligence officer dirty, then it means something different to me. So you see, it's what they're actually doing. And anybody would tell you the program's very dangerous. It could create a mass shooter in a second, and did. But now we have all these private sector people with access to back doors that are doing it also. So let's close those back doors. That's a nice looking temple. There it is. That's just like another side to it or something. A banquet hall or something. Well, they do what they do. A lot of them believe in the supreme being. So again, it's almost like a trap. God shifting them over to believing in the supreme being. Well, it's just the idea of getting somewhere. These people are actually nice people. They do a lot of charity, BAPS. It's actually 2 temples, I guess. The BAPS guy's down. I can't see him. I know I'm down. You have like a Swami, and he even helps Christians. He's not like against Christians. It's like the Rotary Club when you want to ask them for help or something. So what do we have here? I'll have to look at these eventually. Well, I called the woman back. I didn't want to just leave it out there. And it would have been okay to do that. She's probably used to it. But I called her. I said, look, it's a great apartment, but there's no way that I could look at the camera on. I usually do that. I said, even if it was a long view, I can sometimes do that. I said, unfortunately, that did not afford me any type of view. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm cleaning your apartment complex as far as, if I see something, I'll heal it. However, when I'm online, it's giving me the N-word and saying it's dirty and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm visiting the places to see what they look like. And of course, if there's black people, I'll heal them. Now, what's wrong with a lot of them is that they have the community entrance. And, you could live in the highest level apartment and a woman's doing or a man's doing heroin or fentanyl or even heroin. And then they don't know it's fentanyl, and they touch it on their hands. They touch it on your door. I brought this up before, even with heroin. They have a tolerance. You don't. It only takes a little bit to set a person off. And if you got to drive and you're a little drowsy, it may not affect you like them as far as, because you didn't have to take a big dose. But you get a little dose and you get in your car, you might fall asleep while you're driving. There's people out there that had accidents or fell asleep while they were driving and got tickets and got in trouble in life. And that's what it came from. A physical contact high from touching something that had heroin or fentanyl on it. It's not going to necessarily kill you if it's just some sort of residual. And then your body has to absorb it. So again, how much does your body absorb? So again, the idea where it can make you fall out is probably, not every case. So again, that's why I've asked Kansas, and I don't know if they're hearing me, to start going north from probably just north of Shawnee, and start monitoring. Okay, Maranatha economy in Antioch needs to be healed here. Right. We heal everything. Okay, this area over here needs to be healed. But I have to go down this other road. I was actually just going to turn around. So there's a lot of evil out there. Again, the communication system, they want to make fun of it because it's like telephone, but it is. So in other words, I probably hit on something when I brought that up, more so than I knew. And they just try to, overwhelm you and confuse people and just say, well, it's only an investigation because he did that or something. But I think that's one of their systems. They have a chain of people that they call to effectuate something. Oh, that's got to be it. They just cursed. The battery fell on the ground. They call one person, and that person does something. Then the next person call. If this is your CIA stuff, then it's your fault for using it to kill everyday Americans and whatever else you do to enrich in yourselves. I have to go up this road. I don't even know what it is. Let me see what it is. 67th. So they're connecting to people, and then they're going to assassinate them, that is witchcraft. They go, well, they're all criminals. Yeah, okay. As we see you in your criminal lives. There's a little bit of background noise today. I don't know. I think I got the AC up. Maybe I got the microphone, but I did turn it up, but it's up too high. Let me get down a little bit. Oh, that's nice. That's one of their favorites. When you're trying to brake to stop, there's a big puddle. And devils do that. Your life's perfect without it. God would make your lives absolutely perfect if they weren't cursing you. And actually has, but they're in the middle of it. All right, let's look. Is this loud enough? Yeah, I think so. Nice four-way stop sign there. Let me bring this in closer, and like the background noise is still there, kind of. So I don't know if it's done anything. Maybe it did. And I can only hear what's coming through my microphone. I can't hear what they do online to quiet it down. Okay, that helped me. Okay, I would have forgot to tell you this. So that's why I'm driving down this road. The cues are skewed. So everybody's cues are messed up. Heal the cues. Oh, you shot my Q9. Don't do it. So you see how they do that to try to confuse the fix for what they're doing to break the world. What I'm speaking about is when you're in life, you don't even realize it sometimes because you may not see, but you're getting directed. It's kind of like, okay, so they want to be like God. They want to be God. So they steal from God and then use it for evil. So the idea of being subliminally messaged. You are subliminally messaged by God, and then they block it and put their false messaging in. That's why they stalk people to wire in and do that. So somebody actually gets cued to kill themselves with their system. And they are in law enforcement, they are in intelligence, they are in criminal enterprise, they are in Walmart, they are in Home Depot, they're millionaires, billionaires, etc. So that collective of evil cues those people. The same way you get cued to invest in the stock market and make money is the same way that they get cued to kill someone. Because you, with your money from the stock market, did that to their life. Not only with the curses, they actually physically block the life. And then they get up. So that's why a lot of them are suspect for sex crimes, because the only way they seem to get out of it is to accuse an innocent person of a sex crime and or cause sex crime in an innocent person's life. And that may not manifest with sex crime. It might manifest simply with adulterated sexuality. You know, use your spycraft stuff to make money in criminal ways. That's why narcotics is here. No other reason. That's weird. It's a nice development, it looks like, but it's called Kenneth Estates. Kenneth. I live in Kenneth Estates. Oh, well. I don't know. It's just might as well call it Richard. Look now, Halsey comes up as Hadley. This is so weird. I think they want me to stalk Hadley or something. I connected briefly to Hadley, and it's her inside. I don't know if she knows or not, but I imagine, she might know that I exist. She seems like a really nice person. I mean, we're not. Okay, where am I here? We all live in a yellow submarine. So what they're doing is they're doing a lot of places cut off because of that. Someway Trail Middle School, 75th and Quivera. Right? Quivera. I'm trying to say it. More about this young not having a good life. We'll heal that. So I'm actually hearing something. Oh, they're louder now. Stuff better too. Like push these immigrants to engage in sex crime. That's what Republicans do with their power. They'll say because of Biden or something like that inside, and then their assistant goes, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I got to go this way. Not sure why. Well, if I had $300 more a month, there'd be no problem. I'd be in some place today, probably. That's the kind of traps they build. That's really what's messed most of it up since they blocked my VA being increased. Oh, I'm sure they did it. Don't. We're not here to play games. We know what you're all doing. I'm sure those people got remunerated well, beyond well, probably. Wait, there was something over here. Needs to get healed. I can't remember it. That's what your system is. The rest is an illusion. I'm on Marshall Drive. I just got to remember exactly how this works if I can. I'm missing the cues. I'm seeing cues, I'm sure, but I'm missing them. I can't decode it. Okay, 82nd. I was just at 75th. 75th Rangers, 82nd Airborne, something, something, something. I don't know what it is. Uh, 41, yeah, so 101st. All right, be careful. I think they're being operated, leased and managed by, so be careful. Woo! Tried to kill me for that. Woo! Hey, Bob, here's one of your trucks. Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Then nowhere. Of course I know Bob. Everybody knows Bob. Bobby! Except for the people that are freaked out. Like, yeah, he's following me. All right, I guess I gotta by the police station anyway. Because I have to go that way. I can't go the other way. He's driving on the floor over there. Spelling. Well, something's wrong here. All right. There's a popo. Oh. Going to get it done, aren't you? A cup of coffee and a donut, huh? Break time. As fast as they're walking, it's either a donut and coffee break or a bathroom. There's Dunkin' Donuts there. What are you doing? Are they doing over there? Let me get them free over there. Actually, something. Here's Halsey again. Hadley. In the back of my mind, something says Hadley when I see Halsey. I'll heal her. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we have to heal Hadley. Trying to figure it back here. Hey, look, there's something over here. He's like condos, aren't they? Yeah, I'm really just only a few $100s short of being comfortable at where I need to be. I can't. You're saying I have to change something else in my life. Then I need money. Do you understand how that works? Like wasting gas and driving right now. I probably get credit for this, but I'm not getting the credit I'm supposed to get. All right, okay, yeah. What is that? Quivering what? Can't tell. Before you get to 80s, okay, heal this area here. Intersection's crazy. Quivering, whatever that is. It's not safe, 84, whatever it is. The next light back from 87th or going north, 87. It's got an accident forming. It's a metaphysical thing. It's low grade. It's not big, but needs to be healed because I can see it. You could probably do it more by going, yeah, heal. You might have to go, whoa, unless you want to. So those white, I was telling somebody in Home Depot or something the other day, I said, when those white trees come out, I said the white flowers. And they said, no, I'm not allergic to flowers, trees. I said, well, that's what I'm talking about, the white flowers on the trees. When you see the white flowers on the trees, you know the allergy season's, it's here. Every place I've ever been, that's the sign. When you see the white flowers on the trees in the springtime, then that's it. It's over. Allergies here. Or the pollen, should I say. They're different trees, but it's always the white flowers. You go to, and like I said, you go to DC, they got the cherry tree things. I think they're white and pink, some pink. But I have to build my wood Torah on my applique thing. And I got to start using my Hebrew letters and start building a couple panels. It's going to have the Torah, a couple of lines with crowns on, holding the Torah. Not real big, they're smaller because that smaller cabinet. And then there should be a crown over top. And then God's name. Satan tried to send those negative smoke messages again to make it all weird. Satan's so angry when God does that. It's a good message through to his people. I go, oh, you mean the church? Well, technically, yes, but I don't think we call it the church anymore. They call them N-word people and addicts and things like that. And trans. Believe me, if you focus on trans as being the down thing, Satan will make everybody and anything trans. I think that's what happened. So it's actually a game, and you know, I think they all play it. What happens is it goes real liberal, and then people start accepting something, and then like the Republicans are on the rise, and now it's not. It's it's not even just a little wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It's pedophilia. So it's not wrong to be a pedophile. It's wrong to be a trans because then you're a pedophile. That's how the world plays it. Pedophiles are doing really well in this world. Fixing the rows here. Gluing the cracks back together. Filling the cracks. So when I put on my brakes, I don't hit the holes, right? Because that's what happened to everybody. Put your brakes on, you hit the deepest hole of your life. Like there's no rubber in your suspension at all. Oh, yeah. All right, so you're in the middle of the road here. I understand that. That might be prostitution. That might be prostitution. You got the cameras on. Oh, look, he's out here too. I wonder. The manager's out taking a walk. Is he part of it? Trying to get the guy's license plate. Now, I'm sure the woman, that's what she needs to do to live, but I don't think that guy was buying drugs. But it could just be like a ride, like a hack or something, or an Uber. Years ago, it would be prostitution because we didn't have Uber. They're marking with Bud Light. They're marking us with Bud Light cans, so Kid Rock's people can shoot us. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God and all that you do. Praise